Most people use AI completely wrong for studying. I had exactly 48 hours before my exam, so I tested the system using AI to understand, practice, and revise. And I passed. Here's the exact workflow. I had exactly 48 hours, 2 days, and around 300 pages of content to cover. The old me would have just accepted failure. But then I remembered, I literally run a channel about AI. So I decided to use every AI tool I know to see if I could actually pull this off. Spoiler alert, I passed. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact system I used, the specific AI tools, the prompts I typed, and how you can use this same method for any exam. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's what I was dealing with. I had lecture PDFs, YouTube video links my professor shared, handwritten notes that honestly made no sense, and a 50-page syllabus document. The first thing I did was break my 2 days into a strategy. Day 1, morning to evening. Understand all the core concepts using AI. Day 1, night. Create practice questions and test myself. Day 2, revise, drill weak areas, and do mock tests. Simple, right? Now let me show you exactly how AI made this possible. Step 1. I needed to understand the concepts fast, so I went straight to ChatGPT. Now here's the thing. Most people use ChatGPT wrong. They just paste their notes and say, "Explain this." That's not going to help you. Instead, I used this exact prompt structure. I typed, "I have an exam in 2 days on data structures. I need to understand binary search trees. Explain it to me like I'm 10 years old. Then give me a real-world analogy. Then show me a simple code example. And finally, give me 3 practice problems with increasing difficulty." And boom. In under 30 seconds, I had a simple explanation, a real-world analogy, a code example I could actually understand, and practice problems to test myself. I did this for every major topic. Binary trees, ChatGPT. Graph traversal, ChatGPT. Dynamic programming, you guessed it. I went through around 15 topics in 4 hours using this method. Pro tip, use GPT-4 if you can, but the free version works too. By the afternoon of day 1, I understood the concepts. But I had another problem. I had all these PDFs and notes, but I needed everything in one organized study guide. That's when I used Google's Notebook LM. This tool is insane, and most students don't even know it exists. I uploaded all my lecture PDFs, my syllabus, and even YouTube video transcripts into Notebook LM. Then I clicked one button, and Notebook LM generated a complete study guide. It gave me summaries of each topic, connections between concepts, and here's the crazy part. It even generated a podcast discussion between 2 AI hosts explaining everything in simple terms. I literally listened to this AI-generated podcast while eating lunch. It felt like having 2 study buddies explaining everything to me. Notebook LM is completely free, and it turned 5 different documents into one clean study guide in minutes. This alone saved me hours. By evening, I understood everything. But here's the truth about exams. Understanding isn't enough. You need practice. So I went back to ChatGPT and used this prompt. Based on the topic of binary search trees, create 20 multiple-choice questions that could appear on a university exam. Include 5 easy, 10 medium, and 5 hard questions. Provide the answers at the end. In 10 seconds, I had 20 practice questions. I did this for every topic. Then I took all those questions and put them into Quizlet as flashcards and practice tests. Quizlet lets you practice in multiple formats: multiple choice, true or false, written answers. I spent my entire evening just drilling questions. And whenever I got something wrong, I went back to ChatGPT and asked, "Why is the answer B and not C? Explain the difference." By midnight on day 1, I had gone through over 200 practice questions. I was exhausted, but I actually felt prepared. Day 2, exam day. I woke up with one goal: fix my weak spots. I checked my Quizlet results and saw exactly where I was struggling. For me, it was graph algorithms and a specific type of tree traversal. So I used one more AI tool, Perplexity AI. Think of it like Google meets ChatGPT. I asked, Explain Dijkstra's algorithm step by step with a visual example and common mistakes students make. Perplexity gave me explanations with sources, visual breakdowns, and even linked YouTube videos. I spent the entire morning, about 4 hours, focusing only on my weakest topics. Then, in the afternoon, I did one final thing. I asked ChatGPT, create a final mock exam for data structures covering all major topics. Make it 60 minutes long with 50 marks. I set a timer and took that mock exam like it was the real thing. I scored 42 out of 50. Not perfect, but way better than the 0 I would have scored 2 days earlier. I reviewed the mistakes, made quick notes, and then it was time for the actual exam. So did it work? Yes, I passed. I got 71%. Is that amazing? No, but considering I started with almost zero knowledge 48 hours before, I'll take it. Here's what actually made this work. First, I didn't just read. I used AI to understand through explanations and analogies. Second, I didn't just understand, I practiced with hundreds of questions. Third, I focused on weak spots instead of reviewing everything equally. And fourth, I used the right AI tools for the right tasks. ChatGPT for explanations, Notebook LM for organizing, Quizlet for practice, Perplexity for specific doubts. Look, I'm not saying procrastinate until 2 days before, but if you're ever in a situation where you're running out of time, this system works. If you want me to make more videos like this, using AI for essays, research papers, or specific subjects, let me know in the comments. And subscribe to AI Growth Club, because I'm going to keep showing you how to use AI in real life, not just talk about it. I'll see you in the next one. And hey, good luck on your exams.